Dungeon Souls is a game developed by Mike Studios and published by Black Shell Media. The game features roguelike gameplay, being a top-down hack-and-slash game with RPG elements sprinkled in. It's similar to real life in a lot of ways. You're all alone in a dangerous environment, and when you die, none of your possessions pass with you. That is, unless you subscribe to ancient Egyptian theology. The game is quick-paced and has plenty of items for you to collect that enhance skills you can develop. Initially, you'll have your choice of 3 classes, each with their own pros and cons. The Barbarian has a hell of an axe swing, but lacks in speed. The Archer is a great ranged class, but suffers with poor defense. The Thief has specials so that you can sneak through waves of enemies, but has the lowest health of the 3. Who you choose is up to you, and you'll find yourself experimenting to see which tactics work and which tactics flop. For example, I found throwing knives from the end of a corridor futile due to the poor accuracy of the Thief. Instead, I would stand in the doorway and throw knives, and baby, these knives don't discriminate. To reward you with extended play, you'll have the ability to apply and upgrade certain passive traits with coins accumulated while playing. These passive traits can help you out and affect all of the classes. It's a nice touch that provides incentive to continue playing. The game grants additional characters after defeating a certain boss or enemy. If you grow bored of the 3 starter classes, you can try your luck at the magic-wielding Necromancer or the Juggernaut-like Nightblade, to name a few of the unlockable classes. Customization is further diversified through the leveling system, in which you choose which stats you would like to improve. You can either make a class more balanced, or only boost one stat to cater to your playstyle. The game spawns you in randomly generated dungeons corresponding to a certain theme. You'll find yourself battling monsters in sewers, cathedrals, and even a winter wonderland. To mix things up, the developer has implemented boss battles which appear to occur after completion of every 3rd dungeon. They can be challenging, but also very rewarding. The game also features numerous item drops, some displaying pop culture references such as Merlin's hat or Pac-Man's gloves, referring to Pac-Man's boxing gloves, or maybe Manny Pacquiao. These references are subtle and can be missed if you're not paying attention, but they add to the overall charm of the game. The controls in the game are appropriate for a game of this style. You use the typical WASD keys to walk and strafe, and a mouse to aim and attack. You can select your special attacks using the Q and E keys and execute them by clicking the right mouse button. Potions can be consumed with the number keys above the WASD keys. It feels a little weird at first, and you'll sometimes consume the wrong potion, but you get used to it after a while. Our biggest issue is that there's lack of controller support. I feel the game could benefit from controller support, but I understand why they might leave out that option. It could be because some of your special attacks require coordinate-specific placement, but you could still work out a compatible control scheme. There's control customization, which is great for people with disabilities or left-handed people. It's something that's absent in some AAA titles, and always a nice addition that we like to see. The graphics remind me of an early 90s arcade game. They are colorful and vibrant, and display the creativity of Mike Studios. The game is done in pixel art style, and seems very fitting to the type of game. In later levels, your character has to bob and weave through numerous on-screen projectiles. Enemy and your own attacks fill the screen and things get manic. This is when the fun happens. The sound design, on the other hand, leaves something to be desired. The attacks sound the same and there's little diversification. It appears there's only 2 soundtracks in the game, one for the menu and one for dungeon exploring. They loop over and over and seem uninterrupted by events on screen. Sound is a very important aspect of any game. It can set the atmosphere or amplify reactions or emotions. For example, a fast-paced song while fighting a boss can raise your anxiety and concentration, and a victory chime following their demise can make you feel more accomplished. To paint the whole game under the same brush seems uninspired. Dungeon Souls in a lot of ways made me feel like a kid, and that's something a lot of games cannot do. It's captivating, it's frantic, and it makes you forgetful of what's going on around you. The experience itself is rewarding, and you can easily lose hours searching for every bit of loot you can get your hands on. When you die, it's painful, and you'll emit emotions of sorrow and despair, and it only wants to make you hop back into the action again. The game has a charm and style that's rarely emulated in this day and age. Dungeon Souls is a very fun game that we'll be coming back to time and time again. This one earns the Gamestionary seal of approval. If you like that review, be sure to hit subscribe and like our videos. If you want to find out if Dungeon Souls is a perfect game for you, make sure you click that book on the screen there. It'll take you to gametionary.io. If you want to read our full written review, be sure to click the link down in the description below. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed.